Hey, how's it going, everybody? Newcastle Ninja here, and today I have what is arguably considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time, in many opinions, and with good reason. We have the ZT-0562 titanium version. I never dreamed I would have owned this knife, just because it's way beyond what I would normally spend for a knife. Honestly, I'm a budget guy, budget knife guy. I rarely ever even go past, say, the $150 mark for a knife. This, on many places, goes easily for $300, and I happened to see on Amazon where they particularly do a deal where you can sometimes pay monthly on a knife or product that's pretty expensive, and I happened to take a chance. This here was being offered, and still is right now, for like $280, which of course is a nice $20 price difference from the $300 everywhere else. But with Amazon, I happened to just catch it where it was like, for 5 months you can just pay for like $56 a month. Never done this before, so I took a chance. It showed up the next day, and here I have it. And what I have here is a pretty awesome knife. It is 8.25 inches overall. Blade length is 3.5. That right there is two of the things I love for a size of a knife. This here, the blade thickness is 0.016 inches. Steel on this one is, I'm sorry, it's 20CV. Crucible CPM20CV, and of course being the equivalent, I guess, of M390. Nice drop point blade, amazing satin grind on it. It kind of goes from a stone wash to having this kind of like just heavily ground off to an extremely thin edge. The handle length is 4.75 inches. Handle thickness is that nice half inch, 0.51 inches. And I like a half inch thickness of a knife generally. This handle material, both sides, is titanium. And it's a really nice brushed finish, tumbled stone wash type of handle for the titanium. Weight, as you can imagine, is not going to be a featherweight, but it is a good weight for this size knife, and it's 5.45 ounces. I like generally anything under 6 ounces for a carry knife, and this is right hand and left hand only. The deep pocket clip on it is, as you can see, goes inside the handle there, so you can just flip it around. It's got this nice pocket clip, and the hardware and the clip are black, and I have heard of people say that this can get scratched up over time, but I mean, if that's something that bothers you, I'm sure you can get some very fine grit emery paper and just do it up to a nice satin finish along with the handle. I'm sure there's even places where you can get replacements, or even switch out the hardware if that's something that you want to do with this. But this is about as close as I'll get to a Rick Hinderer knife, and I'm glad I did. Is it the greatest knife of all time? Well, depends. I mean, it's what I do like about it is how ergonomic it is, and he really knew what he was doing by just, you can see the way that just kind of curves up, and everything just really sinks in great. And with that half inch handle and nice little thumb ramp, jimping is not the best, or at least not the sharpest. It's actually very minute, and it's got a very strong tip, with that nice swedge that goes up there, how it kind of swells out. But what's really cool is it's extremely sharp, no doubt about it. And that thwack of it opening up is it's very, very enjoyable to hear. Is it drop shut? Not the most drop shut, but it's smooth enough. And honestly, drop shutting is kind of debatable. Some may like that. Some, like to have a little more control of their knives. And this is right in the middle. With a good shake, I'm sure you can, once you get it past that at one point there, it's good to go. And it's very, very, as ZT likes to put out there, overly built. But I mean, it's a great knife. I could see carrying this quite a bit because it does fit extremely well in the pocket. It's got these nice barrel spacers to blow out any pocket lint or whatever else you got there. And you can just reach around with the index finger to get a hold of that because everything's pretty accessible. So, like I just did. And just give it a little tap on top. Bam. So, yeah. Pretty awesome. Glad I got it. And it's definitely one of my grails that I've always dreamed about getting. And Amazon made that obtainable. So if you happen to have a deal like that you want to get a hold of on Amazon of something that you normally wouldn't get, probably worth it. So this does offer a lot of great comfort, and I was a little hesitant because I'm not usually one that doesn't like something without some kind of texture to feel on the hand, but the way this locks into your hand and how your index finger kind of just rides right up into that perfectly cut out part for the thumb tab, or the flipper, everything's just really sinks into there, and it's quite overly comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable knives I've ever had my mitts on, and I'm glad I got it. And if you happen to have the opportunity to get one, I'd say go for it. But that's about all I got to say about it that hasn't already been said, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, please feel free to give a thumbs up, leave a comment if you like. Love to hear it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.